Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode where I sort of rant at the screen, and today I wanted to share some updates to my castle, Cliffeside. So the castle is up here. You see the bottom portion of it is already laid out. The port is down there. And this is the throne room. It's very bare bones. But sorry if it's a little harder to hear me today. I have the microphone at a different spot than normal. And it's a little hit or miss, on the one hand, when it's too close, my beard is sort of in a precarious state, you say. Anyway, now listen. I gotta get real close so you can see, because I know that my recording is not to the greatest quality, but you need to obey port authority or you will be removed. Are we clear? Okay. Anyway, this is where Port Authority is going to be. You can see that it is a massive facility actually inside of the mountain. There is this whole little area that I started with, just sort of like a little river or something. I don't know. And this is part of the port as well. But this is how I get in. And just a little simple staircase across the bridge. Eventually, this is going to be a map. You're welcome to Castle Cliffeside. To begin hunt, start music. But there's no music. That's part of what's going to be inside of this facility is the music that will play. And then, from my estimation, about up here-ish, you should no longer be able to hear the music that's being played inside of the lower part of the mountain, which will signify that the hunt is over. It'll also be just part of the chase. So this is supposed to be like a death match. You start the map and there's a hunter, like someone who can tag by shooting you, and someone who is trying to get to the top. At least that's the idea I have in mind. The alternative is that it can be an excellent way for my kid and I to be able to play a game that we used to really love called Split Screen. And, it had basically they would always use a rifle, and they're dang accurate with it too. And I basically always resorted to like ambushes and swords. Because, oh, this is the cistern. As you can see, the castle needs water. So I've got this entire area filled to the point it's got quote unquote water in it. Put the collision back on. Get out of the water. I'm drowning. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Sorry. Anyway. I better take this out. So let's go downstairs and get rid of that. Get rid of that. So here you can see there are going to be multiple ways in order to get around. This is the lower level of the castle, so it's basically the next level of security. There's going to be security and security. Seguro. Sorry. Anyway, um, yeah, there will already be security and emergency services down here. And, oh crap, now I can't fly. I didn't think this through. Alright, alright, alright. Saved. You know, it sort of looks like the Mushroom Kingdom in here. Just something about how wonky this is. This is eventually going to be a window, but for now, while I still need to like get around through the build, it's just a way for me to be able to yes. Those words exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. Anyway, I've already showed you the exhibit of natural features a few times. This will eventually be hidden. Not this. This is just all for me. Oh yeah. Sorry. Sorry, that felt inappropriate. I don't know what that was. Excuse me. I think I have ADHD. Anyway, um yeah. There are let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 floors. So 8 floors. 8 floors gives me room to do administrative stuff on the top. There needs to be some sort of port police or military police, basically, who can basically enforce the rules. So that means a jail, a processing center, an armory. There needs to be other forms of emergency service like fire department, like a small health clinic, or like a little hospital. One room that can be used as a surgery room. The hospital might take up a couple of floors. But some of the other things that I need to do is there needs to be some sort of port police or military police, basically, who can basically enforce the rules. So that means a jail, a processing center, an armory. There needs to be other forms of emergency service like fire department, like a small health clinic, or like a little hospital. One room that can be used as a surgery room. The hospital might take up a couple of floors. But some of the other things that I need to do is I need to ignore the fact that I have not actually finished all the details. It just helps me get around a little bit easier. I need to move these switches up into an area that is more appropriate, because right here they can just be switched from the outside, I'm pretty sure. Need to put a roof on that. I need to cover up that side. I need to put basically a walkway and balconies on each of these pillars. I need to decorate the actual walkways for where the guards will patrol and keep eye over the port below. make sure that no one down there is trying to get up to the castle because, again, there is a throne room. This is a royal castle, so we gotta keep the riffraff and those who have ill intent from endangering the royal one, because that's so important, you know. We can't have a society without someone literally living on the top above everyone else, right? Just seems, I don't endorse that. Let me be clear, like, I don't, but I didn't mean to make this about politics. I'm so sorry. I just don't like monarchies, but I really like castles. Awkward. Anyway, little rocks. Look at the little rocks. The big rocks and the little rocks. The elevator. Whee! Woo! The trees. I'm I'm slowly trying to do finer details like I began with over in this area. The grass, the trees, the rocks, the different angles rather than being so boxish. But I mean, you can see, I think, that I am starting to do things like that. Like this whole little weird watchtower that I've attached to the side here. And I haven't even finished like this whole central tower that is the main support for the castle above. I still need to put in a lot more angled stuff, like these bars that sort of help keep the tension in line. Say, you know, if it's windy, because this is a castle on a mountain, like skyscrapers do. Eventually the castle is going to end, by my estimation, probably about up here, and then there will be a way at the top of the castle to shoot way up. Maybe the top of the castle will have an airport. I know there's also an airport planned. Believe me, this is going to be a mega build. It's going to be this bottom, like, contiguous section is at least going to be, well, I don't know. How tall is this? 155? We're talking about at least, let's measure that. Excuse me, pardon me, hello. So we're talking at least like this high for what the castle is going to be looking like. It'll eventually like go towards the center and whatnot, but then there'll be towers, maybe a main tower, like with one in the center that will attach, I don't know, maybe it'll be above the throne room. I'm not really sure yet. I can't commit to details because it is so far ahead that I am just mostly talking out my rear. Excuse the pardon the oppression. The oppression? Yes, please pardon the oppression too. The expression. 155. We're talking about at least, 155. We're talking at least like this high for what the castle is going to be looking like. It'll eventually like go towards the center and whatnot, but then there'll be towers, maybe a main tower, like with one in the center that will attach, I don't know, maybe it'll be above the throne room. I'm not really sure yet. I can't commit to details because it is so far ahead that I cannot speak. 155. We're talking about at least, let's measure that. Excuse me, pardon me, hello. So we're talking at least like this high for what the castle is going to be looking like. It'll eventually like go towards the center and whatnot, but then there'll be towers, maybe a main tower, like with one in the center that will attach, I don't know, maybe it'll be above the throne room. I'm not really sure yet. I can't commit to details because it is so far ahead that I am just mostly talking out my rear. Excuse the pardon the oppression. The oppression? Yes, please pardon the oppression too. The expression. I cannot speak. I do not know how. Anyway, I'm actually really interested to know what you all think. If you could let me know in the comments, or, you know, give me a little thumbs up, that would be great. Maybe subscribe if you want to know how this project ends up. If that sounds alright to you, it sounds quite alright to me. I don't know. Y'all have yourselves a great day, and yeah, take care. Bye bye. That was the wrong button.